Everyday drivers enjoy the convenience of modern vehicles, unaware of the groundbreaking innovations that once promised to revolutionize their driving experience. From the much-hyped turbocharged rotary engines that faltered in reliability to the futuristic 1980s digital dashboards had become obsolete, these innovations captivated car enthusiasts but failed to stand the test of time. But how could a seemingly brilliant idea turn into a forgotten relic? Join us as we explore 20 car innovations that did not stand the test of time. Bench seats, which stretched across the entire width of a car and allowed 3 people to sit in the front row, were a common feature from the 20s to the 1980s. They were designed to maximize seating capacity and comfort, making travel more convenient for families and groups. Bench seats became particularly popular in American cars, symbolizing spaciousness and ease of use. People appreciated the ability to slide across the seat and exit from either side of the car. However, as safety standards improved, the drawbacks of bench seats became evident. They offered less support and protection compared to bucket seats, especially in collisions, and lacked individual seatbelts and headrests for each passenger, raising safety concerns. By the 1980s, automakers began favoring bucket seats, which provided better support and allowed for the integration of advanced safety features like airbags and adjustable seatbelts.
Vent windows. Vent windows, also called wing windows, were small triangular windows found at the front corners of car doors. Introduced in the 1930s, they allowed air to flow into the car before air conditioning was common. These windows could be tilted open to let fresh air circulate, helping cool the car on hot days. Vent windows were especially popular in the 1950s and 60s, becoming a unique feature of many classic cars. At first, drivers liked the convenience of vent windows as they could get a breeze without fully opening the main windows, which was useful at high speeds. However, vent windows had drawbacks, like leaking during rain and being an easy target for thieves. As car designs changed and air conditioning became standard, automakers phased out vent windows by the 1980s, opting for more streamlined designs that improved aerodynamics and fuel efficiency. Ashtrays. Ashtrays were once a common feature in cars, offering a convenient place for smokers to dispose of cigarette ashes and butts. Introduced in the early 20th century, ashtrays became standard in most vehicles by the 1950s. They were typically built into the dashboard, doors, or center console, allowing easy access for drivers and passengers at a time when smoking was widespread and socially accepted. People appreciated having ashtrays in cars. However, as awareness of the health risks of smoking increased, the demand for in-car ashtrays began to decline. Additionally, they pose safety risks, such as being a fire hazard if not properly maintained. By the 1990s, automakers started to phase out ashtrays, replacing them with more practical features like cup holders and storage compartments. This change also reflected the growing number of people who were quitting smoking or choosing not to smoke at all.
Record players. In the 1950s, car manufacturers introduced record players as an exciting new feature for in-car entertainment. These players allowed drivers and passengers to enjoy their favorite vinyl records while traveling, a novel idea at a time when radio was the main source of music in cars. People were initially excited about this innovation, but the excitement quickly faded due to several practical issues. The bumpy ride caused the needle to skip, leading to a poor listening experience. Additionally, the record players were large and took up valuable space inside the car. Safety concerns also became evident as changing records while driving was both distracting and dangerous. By the 1960s, in-car record players fell out of favor as better alternatives emerged. The introduction of 8-track tapes and later cassette players offered a more reliable and convenient way to enjoy music on the road, leading to the end of the in-car record player era. Landau bars. Landau bars were decorative features added to cars to mimic the look of convertible carriages from the 18th century. These bars originated in Landau, Germany, where they were initially functional, supporting the folding roofs of horse-drawn carriages. As automobiles emerged, manufacturers adopted this design to evoke a sense of luxury and nostalgia in the 1920s and 30s. U.S. automakers began producing cars with fixed roofs that featured simulated convertible tops with side Landau bars. These bars were purely ornamental, intended to give cars an elegant old
world appearance and became popular as a status symbol. However, as consumers realized the bars served no practical purpose, their appeal diminished. They added unnecessary weight and complexity, and often rusted or broke, leading to maintenance issues. In the late 20th century, Landau bars were replaced by more practical features like sunroofs and panoramic roofs, which offered real benefits such as improved ventilation and natural light.
Column shifters. Column shifters, first introduced in the 1930s, were gear shift levers mounted on the steering column of cars. This innovation aimed to free up space in the front seat, creating a roomier cabin that could accommodate an extra passenger. These shifters were especially popular in American cars during the 40s and 50s, when large family sedans and trucks were common. Drivers appreciated the additional seating space and the straightforward design. However, as car designs advanced, the downsides of column shifters became more noticeable. They often lacked the precision of floor-mounted shifters, leading to issues with selecting gears. Additionally, the linkage mechanisms were prone to wear, resulting in maintenance challenges. By the 1960s, with the rise of sports cars and a growing demand for more ergonomic and performance-focused designs, column shifters began to decline in popularity. Floor shifters, offering better control and a sportier feel, became the preferred choice.
Luggage racks. Luggage racks used to be a common feature on cars, especially during the mid-20th century, typically mounted on the roof or trunk to carry extra luggage. They were popular for family road trips and vacations, as car trunks were often small and could not fit all the luggage needed for long journeys. Initially, people liked luggage racks for their practicality, but they soon encountered problems. The racks added significant wind resistance, reducing fuel efficiency. They also posed safety risks, as improperly secured luggage could fall off and cause accidents. Additionally, the racks were prone to rust and damage, requiring frequent maintenance. As car designs improved, manufacturers began incorporating larger trunks and more efficient storage solutions, which reduced the need for external luggage racks. The introduction of roof boxes and more aerodynamic designs provided safer and more practical alternatives, leading to the decline of luggage racks by the late 20th century.
Car phones. Car phones were mobile telephones designed for use in cars, first introduced by Bell System in 1946 in St. Louis, Missouri. These early phones were large and heavy, weighing around 80 pounds, and took up significant space in the car. They were mainly popular among business professionals who needed to stay connected while traveling. Despite the excitement of making calls from a car, the service had its drawbacks. The limited number of channels led to frequent busy signals, and the high cost of installation and service fees made car phones a luxury item. Safety concerns also emerged, as using a phone while driving could distract drivers and cause accidents. As technology advanced, mobile phones became smaller, more affordable, and widely available. By the 1990s, the convenience of handheld mobile phones replaced car phones, and the introduction of Bluetooth and integrated car communication systems further reduced the need for dedicated car phones.
Hood ornaments. Hood ornaments were once a popular decorative feature mounted on the front of cars, often on the radiator cap. They became widespread in the 1920s and 30s, serving as both brand identifiers and symbols of luxury. Automakers like Rolls-Royce, with its famous Spirit of Ecstasy, and Cadillac, with its winged figures, used these ornaments to enhance the elegance and uniqueness of their vehicles. While initially admired for their aesthetic appeal, hood ornaments posed several issues. They could be dangerous in accidents, potentially causing injury to pedestrians, and were also prone to theft and damage. Additionally, as car designs evolved towards more streamlined and aerodynamic shapes, hood ornaments became less practical. By the 1960s, safety regulations and changing consumer tastes led to their decline. Today, hood ornaments are rare, mainly found on vintage cars or as retractable features on luxury models, replaced by sleek, integrated logos that maintain brand identity without compromising safety.
Pop-up headlights. Pop-up headlights were a unique car feature that first appeared in the 1930s. These headlights could flip up when needed and hide under the car's exterior when not in use, giving vehicles a sleek, modern look. The Cord 810, introduced in 1936, was the first car to showcase this innovation. Pop-up headlights became especially popular in the 1980s and 90s, particularly in cars like the Mazda MX-5 and the Chevy Corvette. They were designed to improve
improve aerodynamics and give cars a futuristic appearance. Initially, consumers were fascinated by their novelty and style, but pop-up headlights had several drawbacks. The mechanical parts were prone to failure, leading to maintenance issues. Additionally, changing safety regulations made it difficult for manufacturers to comply with new standards, and the headlights posed a risk to pedestrians in accidents. By the early 2000s, pop-up headlights were phased out in favor of more reliable and safer fixed headlights.